All right, good afternoon. It's time to grill something. And I wonder what we're going to be grilling today. And when we grill, we only grill one way here, and that's with charcoal. So let's get her all set up. All right, so we're starting to get the seasonings. I got salt, pepper, got the blend, which has some garlic in it. And this is what we're putting in the grill. Mwah. So we prep the meat first before lighting the grill. So I'll actually show the grill getting fired up before I show this video. Look how nice and thick this one is. 3.5 pounds of steak right there. Getting ready to go to the grill. What's up there, Bankster? All stretched out, enjoying life. Pet me, daddy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so we got the grill heavily charcoaled because we have something we're going to put on there that's going to need a lot of heat. I wonder what it could be. Inquiring minds would like to know. Now, the charcoal I use most of the time is Kingsford. It's one of the better charcoals out there. Cheap charcoal generally doesn't burn very well. Although I have found one off brand that does. But anytime I can get Kingsford on sale, that's what I grab. So, man cooks with fire. It's heat that brings out the flavor in the meat. Kind of just hypnotizing, isn't it? It's something that you just watch. You could watch it for, I don't know, a minute at least, as it climbs higher and higher. And if you're going to have a good steak, you should also have good beer. This is stout that has been aged in bourbon barrels. And is the perfect add-on when you're going to sit there and put a tomahawk steak on the grill. Here is how the grilling gets done. So we've got the big monster tomahawk steak. You got plenty of heat on the fire. Got my heavy duty spatula. Got this at a yard sale for $1. I had 2 of them. I said, $1 each? You go, yeah. Done. Right now what we're doing is we're searing the meat on both sides. So it only takes a couple minutes to get it seared. And then what I will do is I can set it off here to the side and cover it and try to control the heat. What the sear does is locks in that flavor. When you're cooking good meat, you have to have good beer. Oh. Got a potato and onions and green peppers. And the green peppers coming right from the garden to go along with this. And this will definitely feed me. If there's anything left over, I'll let the wife have some. Of course, I am kidding. Look how that is cooking up. This doesn't get any better than that. So what I'll do is I'll switch the camera around so I can get it zoomed in. And look at that baby cook. We're getting seared. And I like to have a flame on there. Now there are people saying, oh, you shouldn't have a flame on your charcoal when you're grilling. Well, each to their own. I believe you should. I want to get a nice hard sear on each side. And then I can control the heat later. So let's flip her over. Ooh, look at that. Now that's a sear. That's going to lock in all that flavor in between these two layers. So yeah, once I get the other side looking like that, I'll move this over here. I'll put the cover on it, and I'll shut down the air, and then we're literally baking the steak. Oh, that looks good. Right there in the thick part. There we go. And you're dropping that juices back in the charcoal, which then when I put the cover up is going to smoke right into the meat. I use salt, pepper, and a blend, which has some garlic in it. As the only spices. And you don't use steak sauce on this. You use steak sauce on a steak, two things have happened. The steak was of poor quality to begin with, or you cooked it wrong. You overcooked it. Or you're just evil. I don't know. Could be that too. Oh, yeah. I flip it over. Verifies that I got the sear that I wanted on it. Now I'm going to put the cover and put back the oxygen, which will bring the temperature down a little bit. Still have some coming through there. And then we'll let it go like 10 minutes. We'll flip it over, readjust it, depending on how the coals are looking. And probably about another 10 minutes, because it is a thick steak. And we'll come back to it later and see how it's doing. All right, it's time to flip it and watch me do something I haven't done in 20 years. Oh, jump down from the stairs. Oh. Just kidding. It was only like 3 feet. So, still plenty of heat. You can tell it was cooking hard. A lot of times what I do is I throw it back over the coals. You get to drop more juices in there to kind of re-fire them up. So it's been sitting over here for about 10 minutes. Now remember, I got a real thick steak. I've seared the outside really, really well. And of course I do like mine a little bloody, but I'm a don't, so I'm trying to get that happy medium. So what I'll do is I'll regenerate these coals by letting a lot of air come through. And I'll set it back over here. We'll do another 10 minutes. And then probably have to do it a third time. But the whole idea is to get it cooked. You want at least 160 degrees inside, which is not a problem when you're cooking on charcoal. It's like you can't help but do that. So, put that back over there. I can still see the red there, so I know we got some time to go yet. Put it back. Open the air a little bit. I think the temperature was just a little lower than it needed to be. And I'll come back in 10 minutes and see what it looks. Look, I'll jump back up. Yeah, I'll take the stairs. There was a day. All right, so we're getting ready for the last turn and cook. Might just throw off some fireworks still. So we got a really good sear here. And we're trying to look and see how deep the cook has actually went. So the charcoal's now starting to cool down a little bit, but you kind of get a feeling about how much charcoal you need to use. Well, the worst thing you can do is use too much, because then you just burn the hell out of the steak. Of course, too little, and you don't cook it. And you still want that sear. And for me, having a little bit bloody in there is fine, but I'm cooking for 2 of us, so I'm still seeing some blood there, which is good. I'm seeing it getting reheated, and I'm thinking about another 10 minutes on the oven side, and dinner is served. So I figured it'd be about an hour to get this cooked the right way. You know, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 10, 10, 10. You know, so. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking this is going to turn out awesome. Get the plate ready for it. So the next thing is be putting it on a plate, and then dinner will be served. Dinner is ready. This shit is, I mean, this steak is ready to be served. And oh, baby, does it look so good.